So hear me. Today I have something to say. So hear me. Today I'm talking to you about, and I'm bringing awareness to, these Ring doorbells. Okay, these creepy ass Ring footage, surveillance state, social media Ring doorbells. You guys, what are the other ones? Nest, U2. I'm looking at U2 Nest. And Google camera. Oh, that's the worst probably, right? Probably Ring is Google. I don't know, you guys. So stop participating in this because it's becoming a spectacle sideshow. Because let me tell you what I saw on the Nextdoor app today. I didn't ask to see this, and I went on there looking for free white paint because paint's very expensive. And I'm trying to paint the interior of my house. Now, I had the misfortune of seeing an elderly woman in my neighborhood. This is local, even though they do show you stuff that's not even local, right? She's walking her little dog, a very distinct looking little dog, all black, right? I'd be able to recognize this dog on the street if I saw it. A little old woman, you could tell she was old. She was like, oh, by the way, wow, you guys, isn't that cute? She walks her dog and she goes up on somebody's property. There's a stack of what looks like to be logs in their side driveway. She hides behind it and she poops. She pulls her pants down slightly and she takes a shite. And I think this is so cruel. It can be argued that it is wrong and possibly even criminal to defecate in somebody's yard, to even indecently expose oneself by pulling their pants down. But this woman wasn't vandalizing. She wasn't indecently exposing herself. She was very careful to delicately pull down the very minimum of what she had to pull down to get the job done. You could tell she was scooting along like that. She was holding it, you guys, and I feel so bad that this is the case. She gets a double whammy. She gets the dishonor, the shame of shitting behind a pile of logs where she didn't see a camera hovering above her. And, you know, the person could have just picked up the shit or located the woman and said, come pick up your poop. Maybe the woman was gonna pick it up, you know, like, she's old. Give her a fucking break, man. The moral of the story here is that these Ring doorbells, the owners of these Ring doorbells feel compelled to share all this footage, to join a community of people, and they call that being a part of a community, is sharing the everyday human footage they're getting. They're part of the surveillance state. They're part of the watchers. They're perpetuating their own downfall and lack of freedom because they're bored, and this gives them fulfillment. They're hoping and praying if they get that Ring doorbell. They say it's to prevent problems, but really what it's become is a spectacle, a sideshow. And they're just hoping and praying for to get to be the next viral share, that somebody comes and fucks with their yard, that they get something good enough to post so they can make a spectacle of it. And that ain't right. What we're seeing a lot of nowadays with people is society is this hunger for intensity, for increasing intensity, because the desensitization that the feeds of these social media platforms and porn, the feeds that keep our mind looking at them, TikTok, all these things, they desensitize us, our minds, and we seek further intensity. And so before, when Ring came out, somebody stealing a package was scandalous, and now it's come to things like this, like exposing an elderly woman who had a very vulnerable moment. And my question is, if you're part of that, are you desensitized? Maybe stop.